Welcome back, and it's time to get interactive, and the lovely Aisha Ibrahim joins me. Aisha, today has been one thing after the other, all about the Adenta Medina Highway.
And I mean, toll booths, not paying tolls because we have potholes on our roads and all of that. I think government should listen to the people, and probably if they don't listen, people would think that the only message they can list, I mean, they want is violence or vandalism. We don't want that to happen. So government, please fix our roads. And you know how to join this conversation. It's on facebook.com/joynewsontv. On Twitter, it's at joynewsontv. And on WhatsApp, the number is on your screen. So it's day 2 of protest for government to deal with the incessant deaths on our motorways, especially on the Medina-Adenta Highway. Whilst members of communities dotted along the Medina-Adenta Highway are threatening to burn more tires and block the highway on Monday to drive home their point, others are refusing to pay tolls on the motorway in a fresh campaign hashtagged Fix the Pothole or No Tolls. Check this out.
Madam, final some of you. Final some of you. We are not Mr. Amen. I'm just here. As you can see, I planned that I'm not going to pay any toll until they fix the potholes. And it is what it is. I'm not paying. Yeah.
Do you support this campaign?
Yeah, I support the campaign because potholes on the motorway may be a death trap and can lead to death or accident. And so I think the authorities concerned should put in some measures to correct that, to fix the potholes so that we can have more travel roads.
When you pay, because like they are expecting the government to use the money to do something beneficial for them, like maybe using it to construct roads and I mean to repair the potholes. But as they pay, they don't use the money to do that.
I do in a way because we use the road most of the time and we pay. So far as I'm paying, the government needs to fix the road. It's like I'm paying money to someone to give me food and the person is not giving me food. At a point, I'll stop paying. So I think I support it.
Since they have given time for the government to fix the road, and the government is not trying to fix the road, the other alternative is to demonstrate. They are showing their grievances for the nation to know that this is their plight, and the government should fix it. Yes, I support. Yes, really, I support the drivers.
And those are some comments from the streets. A lot more of the comments are on Facebook. Let's check them out.
All right, let's start with James Abusanga, and he writes, perfect campaign. I learned the street lights are miraculously now functioning properly, and the police have barricaded the road to manage speeding cars and help pedestrians crossing the road. Apart from demonstration, what else would have triggered this response? Pantia Phillips says, Aisha, I supported PA. That's the only language our politicians understand. And By Jeremiah says, that's the ruling from the court of public opinion. Who am I to challenge it? Complete breakdown of the systems. Ghana in the eyes of the Lord. The situation has not reached that level. They should comply with the laws and pay for now. And let us see how things will go on that road next week. And Mustafa Yakubu says, yes, I support the action 100%. Politicians have taken us for a ride for far too long. I was so sad, in fact devastated, when I read on Honorable Pius's timeline trying to play politics for this sad situation. Do our politicians sometimes use their head? Well, let's be decorous in the kind of things that we write, please. Okay, let's move on to other comments. And John Wilson Appiah says they should exercise patience because their case is being heard by the government. If they demonstrate again, some recalcitrant and unscrupulous persons will go the extra mile, and that will not be peaceful. The police are there to protect them and to maintain peace. But if they provoke the police, they will also react. The reputation of Medina-Adenta will be damaged and Ghana will suffer. Be optimistic. Just my opinion. So that's from John Wilson Appiah. And Ernest Gadese says, when leaders fail to lead the people will lead and the leaders will follow, and this is exactly what has happened in Adenta. I fully support the actions of the residents insofar as it will not lead to the deterioration of the road. We the people are not asking for too much. All we want is our basic needs to be met. It's such a shame that those who put in authority care very little for us.
And some of your comments on WhatsApp. NS says the government has taken enough money from toll booth. They should use that. I support their campaign. And Nicholas says, if the government and its related agencies are slow to respond to our needs, what about the ordinary drivers who seem too busy in their cars and have no respect for pedestrians? My campaign is respect the pedestrian. And you didn't add your name. It says, very soon we the workers will stop paying our tax. Okay, you do that at your own peril. And Setre Salisu from Volta Region says, I disagree with the people saying they won't pay tolls because without tolls, how will the government fix the roads? This lawlessness must stop. Walanyo from Akwitia says, I fully support it because they've taken us for granted too much. They should account for the money they earn from it since it was established and what those monies are used for. We should demand accountability from these greedy politicians. And this one from Kobina Afo from Kumasi says, I wonder what they use the road toll for. For so many years, they started collecting the road toll. There has not been any accountability yet for the very roads they collect the toll for. The use are also bad. Oh my God, who sees to rate that the right thing is done? And this one from Frank from Obuasi says, let's not politicize everything that happens in our country, Ghana. Sometimes we need to drop these politics and fight for the right thing to be done. It's for our own good, and that's that of our next generation. And Nicholas from Takwa says the police can never do such things in Takwa. Okay, and let's see, what do you have here? He says we will wait till something bad happens to our fellow human beings. Our poor roads and manufacturing traffic lights, malfunctioning traffic lights are claiming innocent precious lives. God save Mother Ghana. Selom says what the maritime man blows can fit. Okay, what the maritime man blows can fix the footbridges. I guess that's what he wants to say. And this one says, up to when will we hold on and precious lives being wasted? And Augustine from Tema says the potholes on the Sakumono Beach Road are too deep and they need to be fixed. This one, he says, I support them 100%. And so Obama from Pokwasi says, in as much as I share in the sentiments of road users, violence and lawlessness have never won any war in the world. Paying no toll because of potholes will amount to double jeopardy. This is a time NCCE needs to intensify their public education and sensitize the populace. Okay, and those are some of your your messages on WhatsApp. And on Relationship Friday, we asked, what do you do to keep a healthy relationship, even on days that you and your partner are all having a bad day?
I watch series a lot. So that's why when I'm having a bad day, I just stick to my computer and I watch series. You know, having a bad day simply means you just have to be by yourself, then recollect what's giving you that bad day. So she can be in the hall watching or sobering herself. I will be in the bedroom watching my series.
We just split apart. We not talk to each other. Then everyone will go his or her ways. Or maybe we just quarrel. Then we go our separate ways. And maybe the next day I want to talk to him. Surely I'll plead. I'll plead with him to maybe resolve our own problems. He will also understand me.
Basically what we do, we talk about our day. So she tells me about her day and how bad it was, and then I try to encourage her, and then I tell her about mine too. So that's how we do it.
Fighting is the best solution for us. After that, we understand each other and we know the way forward. We cannot have time to explain things to each other. So I think for me, my temper, before unless something happened before we talk to each other in peaceful.
All right, those are some comments from the streets, but you all know that the corporate jam is on at the Soul Baraba. I'm already in my foot. I'm going to dance. So let's take it. So this is okay, so if you haven't been there, you should be getting ready together because you can see that the whole place is shaking, you know. I'm going straight there after here. And that's how we end the interactive segment. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Have a great one.
And I'm Araba Kunsu. We're all heading to the Soho Bar. Join us there and let our head down and dance. Enjoy the weekend. Good night.